I'm going to do a video here on my Ukrainian Tochka U build. This is the 1/35 scale Hobbyboss kit. The item number is here 85509. They call it the Tochka or SS-21 Scarab. This is what the kit box looks like here. And I made mine in the Ukrainian markings. Actually, when I got the kit and I started building it, I thought that the markings were actually for the Ukrainian vehicle, because there's a little cross here, which is like the almost identical to the one that the Ukrainians use, and I actually found out that it was an Armenian vehicle. So the paint scheme that I put on it is actually for an Armenian vehicle. It's not actually the paint scheme from the Ukrainian one, but they're close enough that I didn't really bother changing it, because I think they're close enough, like with the digital, like sort of like the makeshift digital scheme on it. I just added the stripes, like the Ukrainian identification stripes and the German style cross on the back, and also on the front I added the, like just from my spares box, I added the Ukrainian flag and the trident on the other side. That's stuff that I had myself, I added to it. The kit is actually, it's an excellent kit. It has just an absolute ton of parts. It took a real long time to finish this kit. Like it took probably about 3 months, which is a long time. For me. Usually it doesn't take that long, but this got full interior detail. You get everything in it. It's got all the, I mean everything, the motors and all that stuff is in there. What I would caution on the kit is it basically has to do with it being working, like these doors and the missile. If you try to make it work, if you're setting the vehicle up to work, it's really not supposed to. In the instructions, I believe it shows you're supposed to be able to open and close these doors and articulate the missile, but you really can't do that. Like I'll show some closer pictures in a minute, but this is, I tried to do it with the doors, and actually it's like even putting the doors on it's very, very difficult. There's all these little arms. You can see these little, there's like 2 braces and 2 arms per door, and it's very difficult to even put them on there, let alone articulate them. But I don't really see too many people caring about closing these, because the missile is the it is the vehicle. That's why you would probably be interested in this thing. I don't think anybody's gonna close and seal up your like all your details inside. Like you want people to see them. So I'll just go around it first. This is what the vehicle looks like here. I use pigments to do the mud, and on the wheels I used the Mr. Hobby 303 for the base, and the brown I think was a Tamiya NATO. It was Tamiya NATO brown, or Tamiya NATO red brown. And then here's the rear of the vehicle. Now I'll go and I'll show some of the close-ups. It has full detail inside in the interior cabin. They do give you decals for the various instruments and the gauges and whatnot, but I prefer to paint mine. And then the interior itself, you can see there's quite a bit of detail in there. All of the articulation for the missile, the various motors and everything. It took a long time. It took a really long time to detail everything in there. And then again, about if you want to articulate it, this piece here, this little cradle for the missile, it's not articulated. It can only be open or closed. And for transport, if you close the or if you had the missile down, this should be closed, and you can't do that. So I really don't know why you would want the missile to go up and down. And then the missile itself is like this here. They give you a bunch of different options for painting the missile. I don't know what the differences are in the instruction sheet for painting the missile. I don't know why they're different, but this is what it looks like here with the missile, which is kind of neat, and I think that's how people would want to display it. One sort of trick that I have for putting this on a shelf, like if you don't have the shelf space to have the missile erected like this, what I've done is this piece here, this little articulated arm or the hydraulic arm here, I just left it loose in here so it rests on there. If you, on mine, if you move it, you can drop the arm down, and then you can rest the missile just like that for like if you wanted to put it on a shelf for like a shelf for display if you don't have the room. So I don't recommend putting that little arm, like gluing it in. I would just leave it loose, and then it's not much to just raise the missile and then like this, and then find the little arm and put it there like that, and it will hold the missile up. So anyways, I didn't want to go too much into this kit because there's nothing really bad about it, except that there's just so many parts, and it takes a long time to complete this thing. And the when you fit the upper and lower halves, it's kind of finicky because, and again with these doors, because there's so many parts that hold them together, that it makes it difficult, because there's just so many parts you have to check and refit and make sure they're in there properly. But other than that, it's a great kit. Like for the price, it's really amazing, and they give you the masks for all of the glass work, so that's not a problem. The wheels fit all right, and they look all right. So really, this is a highly recommended kit, and this is the Tochka IRBM Hobbyboss 1/35 scale kit, item number 85509. So thank you for watching.